Hello, everyone. How is it going? I didn't think I was going to be gone for that long. I had to make myself a tea. Oh my goodness. Hold on a second. Let's get comfy, shall we? How is everyone tonight? I might play with it a little bit more dim. Sorry, it depends on. Okay, we might dim it a little bit, the lighting, only because this game can get a little dark, and it's hard for me to see with my ring light, and I have a massive ring light right there, and then it like blinds me when I'm trying to see really dark games. So who knows? Maybe we might. Oh, there it is. I was like, where is the cancel? Couldn't find it on my desktop. Who knows? Maybe we will play a horror game. We'll just make it super dark in here and super spooky. So you have some jump scares. That would be fun. Okay, so let's make sure I get the right game file, because the last time. Oh man. Continue.
How many times must I tell you? You must never put your life on the line for me.
Mother has always had a fascination for Lord Mortimer, but has never wanted to tell me why.
We are doing our utmost to find your mother as quickly as possible.
Without your mother, hundreds of men of the cloth would have gone to the guillotine.
All I can tell you is I'm looking for my sister.
Do you believe your mother capable of torturing a child?
An agreement for cannons.
Ooh.
Lord Mortimer assured
Hi.
me that you are to take over the project on behalf of your
Hi.
mother.
Johann Christoph von Wollner, Minister of Religious Affairs, and Jacques Peroux, French Revolutionary Tribunal Judge. You will find that Lord Mortimer is not what one would call conventional, Monsieur de Richet.
I do apologize for being late. I was obliged to clear up some urgent business.
Oh, here's Mortimer finally. All right. Okay, so we haven't found the rest of this. I can equip 2. Science. Oh, this is kind of cool. That's one of his handwritten notes. That's neat. An analyst of the French Revolution of major. So this is politics, conviction, science. Maybe let's do politics, because this is kind of like. That's kind of cool. What are you doing?
At last we meet, Monsieur de Richet. Do you mind if I call you Louis?
Please do.
Thank you. I wish to apologize wholeheartedly, Louis. I made you cross the seas, and I wasn't even here to welcome you. When I asked you to join us here, it was, of course...
Hey, Twitchington, how are you? Love the Bob Ross emoji. I'm just getting some cat cuddles right now. Loving it. It's going pretty good. How are you? So my streaming buddy, as soon as I start streaming, she comes running. She's like, yes, you can pay attention to me. You're sitting down. Oh, okay, Molly, don't fall. Okay. I gotta go back to the game, okay? Thank you. Yeah, she's super tiny. She's like a tiny kitty. Oh, you're a little tired? Are you heading to bed? Or are you just like hanging out? You know what? My chat, I realize this is cutting it off. Hold on. I need to fix something. I need to fix something. Gonna fix something in my chat. Let me see. Let's just bring that up a tad. There we go. That's better. Well, welcome to the council. Right now, we are on episode 2. I don't know if you've watched the other episodes or if you've ever seen the council, but right now we're trying to find my mom, or like our mom, I guess, and we just got drugged the last episode. Oh, you played episode 1? Okay. So this is perfect because this is really exactly almost like by 2 minutes, not even 2 minutes, like 30 seconds, right at the beginning of episode 2, and this is where he finally meets Mortimer. So we will sit back and enjoy the cutscene while I get kitty cuddles.
In the hope that you would help us find your mother. Unfortunately, I am now confronted with another problem, which I would rather have done without. You see, last night, Miss Adams also went missing.
Oh. Question.
And why is that? Can you tell me more?
I have had my people searching for her all over the island. Alas, to no avail. It so happens that both her mental and her physical health are extremely fragile. I'm worried that the same thing happened to her as to your mother. Also, I would appreciate it very much if you could tell me what you were doing on the floor in her room in the early hours
It's
of
quite
the
normal.
morning.
I can explain everything.
Oh, well, I'm glad to hear it. You see, Sir Gregory is about to arrive, and he's taken Elizabeth's disappearance very, very seriously.
Uh-oh.
Please, reassure him so that we can talk about your mother.
William, I would like to see you a moment before we begin. In private.
Let's step outside a moment. Louis, this will only take a few moments.
Search the study. Yes.
All right, let's take this chance to look around.
It was Colonel Mustard in the dining room with candlestick. Yes, he did it. How dare he? Okay. Molly.
Nightmare painted by Fuseli in 1781.
That's gonna hurt. Doesn't that hurt? My ring, like, rubbing up against your face? Huh? Am I ignoring you? I'm sorry. But, like, I kind of have to play. The cutscene's over, Molly. Oh. Oh, enclosed are the... I thought it was going to read to me, and I was like, sweet. Enclosed are the witness statements... What is that noise? Enclosed are the witness statements of guests Bonaparte and Hillsborough. Statement of Napoleon Bonaparte. When asked, "What were you doing yesterday evening?" Monsieur Bonaparte replied, "After talking with Lord..." Is that bird talking? "After talking with Lord Mortimer, I spent the evening playing cards with Sir Gregory, Mr. Washington, and His Eminence Piaggi." Sir Gregory won. When asked, "Did you notice anything strange throughout the evening?" Monsieur Bonaparte replied, "At daybreak, I thought I saw someone on the balcony, but couldn't see who it was." Statement of Duchess Hillsborough. When asked, "What were you doing yesterday evening?" the Duchess replied, "I spent the evening in Monsieur de Rocher's company. He admired the works exhibit in the Manor Gallery. While going up to bed, we ran into Miss Adams. As I was tired, I left Monsieur de Rocher and Miss Adams in conversation and went to bed." When asked, "Did you notice anything strange throughout the evening?" the Duchess replied, "No, not that I remember." fuck.
Please, sit back down, Louis.
This sort of behavior is not working in your favor, young man.
Gregory, Louis told me we needn't be concerned.
Of course. Monsieur de Richet, the situation seems to escape your grasp, so I won't beat about the bush. Did you kill Elizabeth Adams?
Oh, great. Elizabeth is dead? Oh, I don't want to use all of my... Okay, no, I did not.
What are you talking about? I only helped her.
Urko.
We talked,
Cat, yes.
She wanted to leave. I
She's
imagine
just
that's what she
chilling
did, right?
over here.
We have found no trace of her leaving, monsieur. So allow me to have my doubts.
Here, I'll show her really quickly. I'll show her off. Come here. Come here. I know, you're angry. Kitty. Oh. You gotta look at the camera. Smile. She's my streaming buddy. She's so cute. Oh, let me put my leg back up. There we go. She is so fluffy. I always get cat hair everywhere. That's the only thing about her hanging out with me when I'm streaming. But excuse me with your tail. Okay, can I get my hand back under your tail so I can use the mouse? Thanks. And she's so soft and tiny as well. It becomes a problem when she starts rubbing up against my mic and you can like hear her jiggling it. That's kind of a little bit of a problem. She is. She's like watching what's behind me. Am I really quiet, by the way? I have my mic a little bit further away. I should probably put it a little closer. There we go. Is that better? I'm kind of a little more relaxed tonight, so I'm not as close to my mic. That's the problem, where like sometimes I get super energetic and I like have to move my mic back and I'm like almost jumping through the the monitor, but tonight I'm just kind of like but I feel like my mic is so far away, so maybe there we go. That's probably better. I think that's a lot better. I'm trying to remember what... Oh, it was Among Us. That's why. I was, like, so into the game, and that's why I had to, like, move the mic back. So that's probably better now that I moved my mic a little closer. Hey, I might have to move it back again once I start getting into this game, but right now it's a slow start.
Nor have we found any reason to believe that Louis is lying.
Oh.
We must remain calm, Gregory. We have found no evidence that would suggest that Elizabeth has been murdered. For the time being, she has only disappeared. Let's stick to the facts, if you please.
Well, where is she then?
Maybe at her sister's? Ooh.
I'm not absolutely sure, but I'd wager she's gone to visit her sister.
I beg your pardon?
Good Lord! You mean Abigail?
Yes, they've been keeping in touch by mail. Elizabeth always dreamt of meeting her. I wouldn't be surprised if she went to see her.
Damnation!
Yes.
This is a fiasco. Sir, you don't seem to realize just how serious this is.
Let's try and remain calm, Gregory. In any case, it would be far better if Elizabeth really has left the island, as Louis says. Why do you think she wanted to leave?
To escape my mother.
She was terrorized by my mother's presence here. Just the thought of coming face to face with her was unbearable.
Did she tell you why?
Yes, she brought the subject up.
I'm sorry, Louis. It couldn't have been easy to hear.
For your sake, I sincerely hope that she got there safely.
Yes.
Monsieur de Richet, I apologize if my words seemed a little abrupt. I dare not think what would happen if Elizabeth came across your mother on the island. Your generosity may well cost you dearly.
I understand, my lord. I certainly regret it.
You don't need us for any of this. So come along, Monsieur Peru. We are leaving.
Mics are always tricky because they sound the best in where they block things. They sound the best is where they block things. Right? I find my mic... It's hard because I want it to be in front of me, but then it would like... I have to have it like perfectly in the middle of my two monitors just so I can both see both monitors. But the problem is making sure that it stays in between my two monitors. And then if I like move my head or if I move my body, then yeah, I have to like position it somewhere else. It's so annoying. And here's the cat hair going everywhere.
Right. It's time we spoke about your mother, Louis.
She isn't missing.
She isn't missing, you know.
What? What do you mean?
My mother has left traces in every nook and cranny of your island, my lord. She's definitely here. Now, what worries me most is why she doesn't show herself.
That doesn't make me feel any better, Louis.
What was the official reason why my mother came to your island?
I knew about your mother's activities and yours in the Golden Order. I thought we had everything to gain by working together.
You mean the canon deal with Monsieur Bonaparte?
Among others, yes. How did you hear about that?
Monsieur Bonaparte came to speak to me about it yesterday, during lunch.
I see. So impetuous. He was supposed to let me speak to you about it first. Our friend Napoleon desperately needed financial backing to properly equip his army. I took it upon myself to back him because I have a firm conviction that he can go far.
We shall see. However, there's one thing that surprises me.
Did my mother sell arms? Why help a lieutenant?
Isn't Bonaparte a bit young to deserve so much attention?
Well, you come straight to the point. I like that. Indeed, if you knew just how much you remind me of him. Trust me, I'll wager that Monsieur Napoleon will soon prove himself. I'm working on it, at least. Once this deal was closed, I had big plans for Sarah.
Such as what?
You see, I've invited several influential figures on my island to present them with a project at the conference. It will be presented later today. I thought that the Golden Order had a role to play, and I still think so. I was hoping Sarah would be able to join us.
I see.
Indeed, if by chance your mother decided not to return to us before the conference, would you do me the great honor of attending? If only to follow the deliberations while waiting for her to duly take her seat.
Why not? We shall see.
Ah, thank you so much. In this way, you'll be able to keep your mother informed of what is said. There's something else I'd like to briefly go over. Earlier, you asked me the official reason for your mother's presence here. Is there an off-the-record reason why your mother came here?
Oh, I've absolutely no idea.
If only my mother trusted me, but she remained very mysterious. I'd have been delighted to answer your question.
Is this usual for her?
As head of the Order, secrets are her bread and butter, as you can imagine. That said, it's the first time she hasn't let me in on the reason for her trip. And it intrigues me, to tell you the truth.
Well, I'm sure that Sarah will explain everything once she reappears. There's something I still don't get. In your opinion, why would your mother remain in hiding over several weeks?
Ooh, maybe she's worried of someone. She might have discovered something. Maybe she lost her mind. She might have discovered something.
Maybe she found something out.
What do you mean?
My mother has a gift for investigating. If she had picked up a lead, nothing would have stopped her.
The only thing I can tell you is that Sarah had indeed changed. At the beginning of her stay here. We enjoyed spending time together, solving the world's problems.
Enough about her. What about of her disappearance? What did you speak about together? Oh. What did you speak about?
You seem to know my mother very well, my lord. What did you talk about together?
Oh, as soon as we had a little free time, we liked to share points of view about practically any subject. We would find ourselves embarked on interminable discussions that could go from Monsieur Blanchard's flight in a hot air balloon to the Treaty of Jersey, or the adoption of the metric system in France last year, or even Mr. Eli Whitney's invention in the United States.
Oh, this doesn't take anything.
The armistice between the Russians and the Turks. Russia's come out of it having officially won Crimea, which gives it direct access to the Black Sea.
And, at the same time, the Mediterranean Sea. I'm worried about the decisions Tsarina Catherine might decide to take. She's a woman who managed to get rid of her husband to accede to the upper reaches of power. Gaining access to the Mediterranean Sea remains her main objective. When she still had that dear Potemkin as her lover, I could always find out about her intentions, but those days are over.
Gregory Potemkin.
You're speaking of Grigory Alexandrovich
Okay,
Potemkin?
Glory.
The very man. The little devil behind the mother of all Russians. Since his death, I know absolutely nothing of what the Tsarina is up to.
Oh, really?
Ah, yes. I didn't mean to shock you. Please forgive me. Let's just say that, in my position, it is often advantageous to know about the habits and customs of world leaders.
I'm surprised she didn't get you started on the Crusades. It was her favorite subject.
Are you joking? Sarah and I spent entire days together reliving them. It so happens that the Crusades are also my subject of predilection, especially the third. My ancestor distinguished himself brilliantly during the siege of Saint-Jean d'Acre.
We can't do it. I know nothing of Crusades.
Unfortunately, my lord, the Crusades are not my chosen field.
Well, it doesn't matter. You have plenty of time to learn. Your mother is a very well-read woman. You're quite lucky to have her as a model, Louis.
Yes, I know, but I'm still very worried.
I must admit, there are worse things to worry about now, Louis.
What do you mean?
Since she disappeared, your mother has been seen once. Her behavior on the evening of your arrival greatly surprised Gregory and myself. She resurfaced to attack Emma, Emily Hillsborough's twin sister. And she shot her with a pistol. Then, before Gregory could intervene, she ran off and disappeared again.
I beg your pardon? Hang on.
That means my vision on the wharf, it was actually happening inside the manor. Mother shot Emily's sister? The very person she came looking for? Why would she do that?
Excuse me, but between that and the childhood of Lady Adams, it's all a bit much for me to cope with. I need to piece it all together again to see things more clearly. You said that you spent a lot of time talking together at the beginning. What happened for that to change?
I'm afraid I haven't much to tell you. The more the days went by, the more she withdrew into herself. She never gave me an explanation, until the day came when she purely and simply disappeared.
Where did she go when she wanted to be alone?
She would shut herself away in a room we use as a box room upstairs.
Would you allow me to go there?
Naturally, Louis, of course. I'll send you a servant to open it.
Thank you.
That's all I can tell you about the disappearance of your mother, Louis. I would like to have been more helpful.
I shall stay on her trail and follow up any leads.
Thank you. We will meet later on to welcome our last guest. In the meantime, I shall get someone to open the box room upstairs for you.
Thank you.
Interesting.
The room is just opposite Mortimer's study.
Oh, the room is just opposite. So I could go to Mortimer's study, possibly. Is that what they're trying to say? Hold on a second. I'm going to adjust something real quick. There we go. That's better. It's across from Mortimer. Why is that on the floor? That's weird. Go to the tower room. Is it up here? Okay, I can't go up there. The fuck is the tower room? Who's this? Oh, this is the tower room. Okay.
Pound.
A pound.
Carmelite water. St. Paul on the road to Damascus by Caravaggio.
Examine.
Caravaggio attained a magnificent command of black and the play of colors too. Paul facing an ordeal, the curtains of his illusions being raised, and receives the light from his Savior.
Look for clues.
There are burnt papers in the chimney. There's a legible fragment left. Hey, I recognize my mother's handwriting. She says we must find a safer way to communicate. Someone is onto us. Trust in my faith in the man with the sword. So Mother had an accomplice here. Who could it be? Who could she be suspicious of? I must find the next part. Faith, sword. I recognize her love of riddles there.
Faith, a man with a sword. What's this?
Dante's Paradise. Raise your head and be reassured. For what comes up here from the mortal world must ripen. What is this disc?
Take it. Okay, I missed what it was saying.
Dante's Paradise. Raise your head and be reassured. For what comes up here from the mortal world must ripen in our rays.
Great, it's freaking locked.
Door appears to be locked on the other side.
Open.
I
Nice.
think I heard something fall to the ground. A metallic sound, like a key falling to the floor.
Oh. Use the disc.
We'll see if it works.
Nice as a magnet. Nice.
It's open.
It's open. Huh. Okay, let's start from one side of the room and go around so I don't miss anything. What is this?
A chest with the occult symbol representing air.
Huh. Pick both locks. Okay, move away. Move left key and what does it say?
A chest with the occult symbol representing air.
I know that. Use the right key, use the left key. Okay, so there's two keys. She says we must find a safer way to communicate. Someone is onto us. Trust in my faith in the man with the sword. Observe.
A drawing of the Apostle Matthew, painted by Guido Reni. He's represented as writing the word of the Lord, transmitted by the Holy Spirit, who appears here in the guise of an angel.
I thought I saw something else. No.
The New Testament.
Okay. Analyze the book. Read.
I guess I'll just come back later.
I don't know when to understand that. Observe the
St.
painting.
John, painted by Guido Rini. Several portraits of apostles, all signed by Guido Rini.
Guido
Looks like
Rini.
someone touched this commode recently. There are fingerprints on the sheets and in the dust.
Okay. Observe the
Painting
painting.
of St. Mark from the collection of the apostles by Guido Rini.
Huh. Okay.
St. Paul painted by Guido Rini. Of the 4 apostles shown in this piece, Paul is the only one who isn't an evangelist. He is the 13th apostle.
Oh, inspect the painting. Okay.
St. Paul is shown holding a sword. Strange. There's hardly any dust, as if the painting's been cleaned recently. There's a small inscription engraved on the frame. Let's take a closer look. This is how Paul spoke to his pilgrims from Rome. Just above that, someone's written down the figure 11 on the painting and underlined it twice. Now,
Figure.
what does that mean?
$11. Okay, so. Oh God. Oh. What's this,
I
dude?
guess I'll just come back later.
So I think.
St. Paul painted by Guido Rini. Of the 4 apostles shown in this piece, Paul is the
Paul-
only one who isn't an evangelist.
Okay.
He's the 13th apostle.
Paul, that's what his name is. So is there something in this book about Paul? Okay. Oh God. Anything that says 11 on it? Okay. What does it say? He's a. So it has to be about that dude. Hold on.
I guess I'll just come back later.
What is he, what did he say he is? He's the 4. Oh, okay, hold on one more time.
St. Paul painted by... Of the 4 apostles shown in this piece, Paul is the only one who isn't an evangelist. He's the 13th
so
apostle.
He is an apostle. Okay. So that was right, I think. So this is Paul. It's not this one, is it?
I say then, have they stumbled that they should fall? God forbid, but rather through their fall, salvation is come unto the Gentiles, for to provoke them to jealousy.
Whoops.
Oh, wait. A note from Mother is carefully
Oh,
folded between
shit,
the
that
pages
was-
here. What does it say?
Dear E, I'm glad you found this note. I was afraid the code of the 2 groups of pilgrims would mislead you. Pick up the package. You know where, and hide it where no one will find it. It's imperative. Awaiting your reply, hidden behind the youngest apostle. What? The youngest apostle? What does Mother mean by that?
Oh, was it behind these here?
Several portraits of apostles, all signed by Guido Rini.
Looks like someone touched this commode recently.
Because he goes,
There are
she put
fingerprints
it,
on the sheets and in the dust.
she moved it back. Okay, or not. Can I not? Oh,
A fragment of amber.
fragment of ember. Oh, okay, hold on. He doesn't have a beard.
St. John is the only apostle painted in this gallery who hasn't got a beard.
Hey, wait! That means it's him. He's the youngest apostle. Right. This painting
Oh.
is therefore associated with the answer which E had to give to my mother. Now, I just need to know how to recover the answer.
Scrutinize the frame.
The painting looks like it's been taken down recently. But wasn't my mother said that she would wait for an answer hidden behind the apostle? Ah, of course. There's something written behind the painting. On the second day, the pilgrims will listen to the prophecy of the young apostle. They shall add 1 companion to their left and 3 to their right to complete their rank. What does it mean?
Okay. Think about the code. No. What does that say again? I hate to listen.
On the second day, the
pilgrims will listen to the prophecy of the young apostle.
They shall add 1 companion to their
the
left and 3
to the
their
right
to complete their rank. What does it mean?
1 to the left and 3 to the right. Huh. 1 to the left and 3 to the right. Hold on.
On the second day,
The pilgrims will listen to the prophecy of the young apostle.
They shall add 1 companion to their left and 3 to their right to complete their rank. What does it mean?
Pick up the watch, you know where and hide it.
A chest with the occult symbol representing air.
So I can just pick it and there we go. All done. I thought I saw something light up there. 1 to the left and 3 to the right. What? Okay, hold on.
I guess I'll just come back later. They should add a companion to their left and 3 to their right to complete their ranks. I imagine it applies to their code, the one Mother set up with the pilgrims. What's this? A group of pilgrims who Paul was talking to, and now John is telling them prophecies?
1 to the left and 3 to the right. Something about pilgrims, I think.
And I heard a voice in the midst of the 4 beasts say, "A measure of wheat for a penny, and 3 measures
very
of
interesting.
barley for a penny. And see thou hurt not the oil and the wine."
I think it has something to do with this book, I think. See, like, would this be 1 to the left and 3 to the right? But then that would be to the right.
Now there is a Jerusalem by the sheep market, a pool, which is called in the Hebrew tongue Bethesda, having 5 porches.
John. 1 to the left and 3 to the right.
Hereby know that we dwell in him, and he in us, because he hath given us of his Spirit.
I still
I guess
don't
I'll just
get
come
it.
back later.
1 to the left and 3 to the right. Think of the code. Oh, I can use this. Choice already made.
They should add a companion to their left and 3 to their right to complete their ranks. I imagine it applies to their code, the one Mother set up with the pilgrims. What's this? A group of pilgrims who Paul was talking to, and now John is telling them prophecies?
So, is it about John? Something about John in here, I bet. One to the left and 3 to the right.
And said, "For this cause shall a man leave father and mother, and shall cleave to his wife, and they twain shall be one flesh."
No. Okay, so it is something about John. Oh, there's St. John right there. St. John. 1 to the left, 3 to the right.
Now there is a Jerusalem by the sheep market, a pool, which is called in the Hebrew tongue Bethesda, having 5 porches.
Huh. No, that's not it.
I guess I'll just come back later.
Whoops, that's not what I meant to do. Fast John, left 3 to the
Hereby
right.
know that we dwell in him, and he in us, because he hath given us of his Spirit. And the woman was given 2 wings of a great eagle, that she might fly into the wilderness, into her place, where she is nourished for a time, and times, and a half a time, from the face of the serpent. Hey, a new note. It's been folded carefully in the corner of this page. The writing, it's not my mother's. S. I found the book in your effects. I've concealed it where no one can get their hands on it. I can assure you, awaiting your instructions, I will hear your reply like he who hears the angel. Hears the angel? What does that mean? Oh, it's probably the place where she was expecting to get the location of the next note.
Okay. He who's waiting your instructions, I will hear a reply like he who hears the angel.
I guess I'll just come back later.
He who hears the angel. This guy,
drawing of the
right?
Apostle Matthew, painted by Guido Reni.
Matthew.
He's represented as writing the word of the Lord, transmitted by the Holy
Who
Spirit.
appears
Who appears here in the guise of an angel.
Okay, so it's something about Matthew. Okay, okay. I get it now. Okay. Whoops. Ah. The Gospel according to St. Matthew.
And said, "For this cause shall a man leave father
Hey,
and mother,
Dragonbacks, how are
and shall
you?
cleave to his wife, and they twain
Poopy
shall be
doo.
one flesh."
So, hold on a second. Go back to the beginning. I wonder if... Oh, no. So this is the one. Okay. Oops. So I've done that one. So let's do this one.
But Jesus turned
We're
about,
just going to go around.
and when he saw her, he said, "Daughter, be of good comfort.
Boppy doo.
Hath made thee whole." And the woman was made whole from that hour.
I was wondering why you said
Take heed
poopy
that
doo.
ye practice your justice before men, to be seen differently by them. Otherwise, ye shall have no reward of your Father which is in heaven.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Wrong thing.
And great multitudes were gathered together unto him, so that he went into a ship and sat, and the whole multitude stood on the shore.
There's nothing about... What the hell? Peter, Revelation of John.
Then they suborned men, which said, "We have heard him speak blasphemous words against Moses and against God."
I like poopy doo better.
I guess I'll just come back later.
If more better than poppy doo. See, why is that not working? Because this dude's... I will hear your reply like he who hears the angels.
I guess I'll just come back later.
Is there someone else? I thought... Saint Matthew, right?
A drawing of the Apostle Matthew, painted by Guido Reni.
Look at the
He's
frame.
represented as writing the word
Okay.
of the Lord, transmitted by the Holy Spirit, who appears here in the guise of an angel.
Okay, hold on. I need to look at the frame.
There's something else behind this painting. It says, half of each group will join the first city of Corinth. What the hell does that mean?
Think about the town quoted. What does it say?
There's something else behind this painting. It says, half of each group will join the first city of Corinth.
Corinth.
What the hell does that mean?
Corinth. Think about the group of pilgrims. Think about the town quoted. Corinth. So do I have to go back in this stupid book? Something about the pilgrims. So where is it? Oh, Corinth. Oh my God, are you sitting? Are you sitting? Are you kidding?
For we are unto God a sweet savor of Christ, in them that are saved, and in them that perish.
So if this doesn't work, then I have to go through. Where is it? Over here. No. Oh, shit. Go back to the beginning. Oh my God. Oh, there's Cornithans 1 and 2. Oh my God. Okay, so which one did I do? I did.
There is none that understandeth. There is none that seeketh after God.
This is a pain in my butt. Okay, I have a feeling. I'm gonna go with my gut.
If we have hope in Christ in this life only, we are, of all men, most miserable.
I'm gonna go with my gut, and I'm gonna say that it's this one
For
first.
you are bought with a price. Therefore, glorify God in your body and in your spirit, which are God's. For the Jews require a sign, and the Greeks seek after wisdom.
Okay, that's not it. This lust.
Now, therefore, there is utterly a fault among you, because ye go to law with one another. Why do ye not rather suffer injustice? Why do ye not rather suffer yourselves to be defrauded? Ah, look.
Ah, yes.
Here's a message.
I was right.
It is of paramount importance that no one finds it. Watch out for the Prussian. He's on the trail. Let's meet up. I'll leave it to you to organize the rendezvous. Not today. I'm unable to do it. In the meantime, I'll follow the first group to Mark, who will reveal the answer to them. And that first group of pilgrims, how many are there now? If I refer to the chapter I'm reading at the moment, 6.
Oh my God. What, I have to go to Mark? Is there anything else about the pilgrims? Where do the... Okay, so I guess Mark is...
And it came to pass in those days that Jesus came from Nazareth of Galilee, and was baptized by John in Jordan.
Okay, not that one.
And behold, there cometh one of the rulers of the synagogue, Jairus by name. And when he saw him, he fell at his feet.
Hold on. Oh.
And as they did eat, Jesus took bread, and blessed it, and broke it, and gave it to them, and said, Take, eat, this is my body.
Or do I have to actually go to the painting that has
Then
Mark?
came together unto him the Pharisees, and certain of the scribes, which came from Jerusalem.
Okay, so... I might have to just go to the painting, the Mark painting. I feel like it's this one here.
St. Paul on the road to Damascus,
that's
by
not it.
Caravaggio.
Never mind. No, that's not him. Who's this? We haven't done that painting yet.
Painting of St. Mark from the collection of the Apostles by Guido Reni.
Look at the frame.
There's nothing worth noticing here.
Inspect the surroundings. Inspect the dusty piece of
There are
furniture.
finger marks, deliberately drawn in the dust. 8 in all.
Scrutinize the chest of
More
drawers.
characters are engraved on the chest of drawers under the urn. It's a sentence in Hebrew.
I know what it means.
It says, count in the dust.
Count
All right,
the dust.
let's do it.
Count in the dust.
No, nothing of value here. There are finger marks, deliberately drawn in the dust.
8 in all.
That's what the message in Hebrew spoke about. Hebrew 8.
Hebrew 8.
It's too cumbersome for me to unhook here, but judging by the dust, it hasn't been moved for months, if not years.
Okay, so do I have to go to here? Hebrew, is it? It's one of these two.
Thou hast put all things under his feet, for in that he put all in subjection under him. He left nothing that is not put under him.
Okay, not that one. This one?
But that which beareth thorns and briars is rejected, and is nigh unto cursing, whose end is to be burned. Here's a message.
Haha.
There are some complications. Indeed, the Prussian is insistent. What's happening at your end? Do you need help? If tonight is not possible, let's see tomorrow evening, in the south room, where we reviewed the situation. When Paul understood that only the axe counted, he went back on his tracks. I await your confirmation to his left, in the company of the pilgrims that have joined him. Yeah, this last comment is about their code. I should find new pilgrims near Paul.
New pilgrims near Paul. Okay, wasn't this guy out here named Paul?
St. Paul on the road to Damascus.
Yes.
By Caravaggio.
Okay, to examine the...
Caravaggio attained a magnificent command of black and
Hey, Court, how's it
colors, too.
going?
Paul facing an ordeal, the curtains of his illusions being raised, and receives the light from his Savior.
I needed you earlier. I needed your brain.
Caravaggio attained a
Oh, okay, no.
magnificent
I didn't
command
mean to
of
click that
black
again.
The play of colors, too.
I
Paul
think...
facing an ordeal, the curtains of his illusions being raised, and receives the light from his Savior.
I needed your brains earlier to, like, figure this out, this puzzle out sooner, but I think I'm almost done it anyways.
St. Paul is the only saint to be presented twice in these paintings, contrary to the other apostles. How come?
Doing pretty good.
This painting has been hanging here for a long time. A lot of dust is built up on it. Well, a finger has drawn a number in the thin layer of dust. I can read the number 4.
Number 4. So now I have to go back to the Bible. I'm doing pretty good. I had a really long day at work. It was slow, but we had a pretty busy dinner, so it wasn't so bad. Oh, his name's Paul, right? Okay, no. John, St. John. What did I say? A 2? Or was it a 4? I think it was a 4. No, I think it was a 2.
Now, there is a Jerusalem by the sheep market, a pool, which is called in the Hebrew tongue Bethesda, having 5 porches.
No. What was the number that they had? I forget what now. Oh my god, did you fall asleep sitting up again? No.
St. Paul on the road to Damascus by Caravaggio.
That's what happened with me yesterday. I probably said that I was going to stream, and then I just hardcore passed out. I don't remember what I was watching. I had a massive bowl of chili, and like I wasn't that tired, and like when I got home, but then I had a massive bowl of chili and just conked right out, and I was like, oh my god, the idea of trying to get up and going over to my computer and start streaming, I'm just gonna fall asleep while streaming. Like it's not gonna be possible to do at all.
This painting has been hanging here for a long time. A lot of dust is built up on it. Well, a finger has drawn a number in the thin layer of dust. I can read the number 4.
Lentils. I didn't even eat too much of the lentils. I think you ate most of it. So good. So good. What are they? When Paul understood the axe counted, he went back on his tracks. I await your confirmation to his left, in the company of the pilgrims that have joined him. Okay, it's not going to be Philippines. Okay, the apostles. St. John. There's nothing to do with the 4, though. What does that say? To his left. Is there anything to do with... Oh, for frick's sakes, I keep hitting that button. I wait your confirmation to his left. So maybe Mark? No. I await your confirmation to his left, the company of the pilgrims that have joined him. The thing is, there's nothing about pilgrims in this Bible. Unless I just go through all of these, but...
I and my Father are one.
Or is there gonna be... The Philippines. They're not the pilgrims, though. This one?
I and my Father are one.
Oh shit, wrong one. Back at the beginning. This one?
He that believeth on him is not condemned, but he that believeth not is condemned already, because he hath not believed in the name of the only begotten Son of God.
Okay, this is annoying.
I guess I'll just come back later.
I await... Okay. I await your confirmation to his left. When Paul understood... Oh, what was this guy's name? His name is not John. Is this John? Or no, it's... Oops. It's Paul. Okay, hold on. Not John. So maybe
Finally, brethren, whatsoever things are true, whatsoever things are honest, whatsoever things are just, whatsoever things are pure, whatsoever things are lovely, whatsoever things are of good report, if there be any virtue, and if there be any praise, think on these things.
No, that was annoying. Okay. When Paul understood... Huh. Oh, so it is Paul. Whoops, that's my... I thought it was for... Stop
I guess I'll just come back later.
I thought... This is John, though, right? This guy's name is John.
St. Paul on the road to Damascus.
Oh, no, it is Paul.
By Caravaggio.
Why is there 2 of them?
St. Paul is the only saint to be
Saint is
presented twice in these paintings, contrary to the other apostles. How come?
Huh.
Caravaggio attained a magnificent command of black and the play of colors, too. Paul facing an ordeal, the curtains of his illusions being raised, and receives the light from his Savior.
Oh my god, is it midnight already? Holy jumpin'. I know it's hard to get off work and then come stream right after. I needed to eat and then I had to walk Pippin. So I didn't realize how late it is. And we get stuck with a puzzle. Super annoying because we get stuck. For Paul to his left, in the company of the pilgrims that have joined him. So anything that has 4 in it. The only thing is this.
In him, God has chosen us before the foundation of the world, that we may be holy and blameless before him.
Okay.
I guess I'll just come back later.
Whoops, that's not what I meant to do. 4, there's nothing. Oh, this is.
Finally, brethren,
But we've
whatsoever
already-
things are true, whatsoever things are...
Okay, we've already went through that. Oh, hold on a second. Back to the beginning. There is something about Paul, is there not? No, there's 2 of those. Saint Mark, maybe? No. Maybe Saint Luke. No.
And this taxing was first made when Cyrenius was governor of Syria.
Await your confirmation to his left in the company of the pilgrims that have joined him. Huh. The Romans, maybe?
Because we look not at the things that are seen, but at the things which are not seen. For the things which are seen are temporal, but the things which are not seen are eternal.
No.
I guess I'll just come back later.
Who is this? Okay, this is Mark,
Painting of
right?
Saint Mark from the collection of the Apostles by
Okay, yeah.
Guido Reni.
Believe. And then Saint Paul, there's a 4.
Saint Paul on the road to Damascus by Caravaggio.
Damascus, on the road to Damascus.
This painting has been hanging here for a long time. A lot of dust is built up on it. Well, a finger has drawn a number in the thin layer of dust. I can read the number 4.
Okay. Whoops. Damascus. Damascus? Does anything say that in here? No.
I guess I'll just come back later.
Maybe I can use one of the. Hold on. Analyze the book.
This book is incredibly precious. I believe this is the book my mother referred to when calling upon the Lord.
That's great.
A volume of the Gutenberg Bible.
Gutenberg. Oh my god, did he really? Probably a lot of people don't want anything to do with that. Oh, the Philippines? I don't know. What is...
Not in the lustful desire, even as the Gentiles who knew not God.
Like, should I just go through everything that has...
Because we look not at the things that are seen, but at the things which are not seen. For the things which are seen are temporal.
No, that's not it. Oh, boy. To his left. So who's to his left? Wouldn't it be St. Mark? Okay.
Hereby know that we dwell in him, and he in us, because he hath given us of his Spirit.
I am almost going to use the Googler because I am going to get freaking fed up with this. I await your confirmation to his left in the company of the pilgrims that have joined him.
I guess I'll just come back later.
What is this
Several
now?
portraits of apostles, all signed by Guido Reni.
Looks like someone touched this commode recently. There are fingerprints on the sheets and in the dust.
So are you going to touch it? Because that would be great. Okay, or not. So that's somebody else. That's... So I found something with the Romans, the Corinthians, the Hebrews. Is there anything in here? I feel like I've done everything with like that I've done. Peter, James, John. I think I just did John. Revelation of John. Apostles, St. John, Matthew, Act of the Apostles, no. Mark, no. Go back to the beginning. Philippines, I think I already did that one. Oh, I don't know if I did this one.
This I say therefore, and testify in the Lord,
Oh, I did.
that ye hint in the vanity of the...
Okay, I did do that. Okay. Whoops. Whoops. So that one I just did. Oh, I didn't do that one.
Not in the lustful desire, even as the Gentiles who knew not.
Okay, no, I've done that one. Did I do this one?
Because we look not at the things that are seen, but at the things which are not seen. For the things
Yes,
which are...
I have. Okay. What else? So it has to be someone like in here or something. Like, what is 4? What does that mean? Okay, I might have to look it up because I'm stumped. Super stumped. Super duper stumped. John, we didn't do this one.
Hereby know that we dwell in him.
Okay, I know I did do that one. When Paul understood that that only the axe counted, he went back on his tracks, await your confrontation to his left in the company of the pilgrims that have joined him. Company to his left. Confirmation to his left in the company of the pilgrims that have joined him.
I guess I'll just come back later.
So what? Hold on a second. What was this guy doing?
St. Paul painted by Guido Rini. St. Paul is shown holding a sword. Strange. There's hardly any dust, as if the painting's been cleaned recently. There's a small inscription engraved on the frame. Let's
I'm
take a closer
glad
look.
you found this
This is
note.
how Paul spoke to his pilgrims from Rome. Just above that, someone's written down the figure 11 on the painting and underlined it twice. No, what does that mean?
Oh, okay, hold on. Sum up the information of the... So maybe it has something to do... I was afraid the code of the two groups of pilgrims would mislead you. Pick up the package, you know where. So, Romans... this one?
For we know that the law is spiritual, but
Okay, no. Where is it? Hold on. The company to his left.
wherefore, as by one man sin entered into the world, and death by sin, and so death passed upon all men, for all have sinned.
How did getting back into hockey cards? How did that go for Robbie? Company to his left. So two pilgrims would mislead you. Like this should
Because
be
we
it,
look not
shouldn't it?
at the things that are seen, but at the things which for the things which are.
Okay, I'm gonna look it up. That's it. Give me a second. I'm gonna give one more think about this, and then I'm gonna look it up.
St. Paul on the Road to Damascus by Caravaggio.
Follow the first group to Mark who will feel the answer to him. He posted asking if people wanted to break. Everyone called him out. If anyone wanted a break, everyone called him out. One person alone is at a loss of $15,000. Holy shit. Is that because they have to supply all the cards for the break? Oh, like he never gave the cards when he did the break last time. Is that what you mean? Like the last time he did a break?
St. Paul is the only saint to be presented twice in these paintings, contrary to the other apostles. How come?
Huh. I'm surprised that it's not this one, the Philippines.
Finally, brethren, whatsoever things are true, whatsoever things are honest, whatsoever things are just.
Oh,
Whatsoever
1500.
things are pure, whatsoever things are lovely,
What a turd. I don't know why. The left.
even as it is meet for me to think this of you all, because I have you in my heart, inasmuch as and in defense and confirmation of the gospel.
Okay.
Do all things without murmurings and
Okay, I did that one. Which one have I not?
Even as it is meet for me to think and it.
To the left. So maybe it's in Mark. Oh no, his name. What is this guy's name again?
I guess I'll just come back later.
This guy's name is Mark. So maybe it's in with Mark.
St. Paul painted by
Oh no,
Guido Reni.
St. Paul. Oh right, because there's two of them. Okay. Well, that's the first one.
In him, God has chosen us before the foundation.
Okay, I give up. I'm gonna look this up. This is racking my brain. No, I only see your messages once. My chat over here is fine too. I think it's just your chat. Clues. Follow the clues left by mother. There we go. So hard. Okay, third message, examine the... Yes, fourth message. Examine the painting hung... Yes, yes. Oh, what? That doesn't make any sense. Go back to the first room and examine the painting there. When Paul understood only the acts counted refers to the Acts of the Apostles. Read Acts of the Apostles, chapter 10, verse 8. That doesn't make any sense. Why does that make any sense? There's no 4 in there.
He became very hungry and would have eaten, but while they were made ready, he fell into a trance. Hey, there's a note here. A message from Mother in reply to E. We must leave urgently, but first I absolutely must go beyond the nightmare. Watch out for Volner. He figured out I was avoiding him. Allay suspicion. See you tomorrow evening. Stand ready. For now, let's cease all communication until we meet. Take care of yourself. I suppose this must be the last message. What happened afterward? If it's what I suspect, I fear the worst. What did Mother mean by, I absolutely must go beyond the nightmare? I must go beyond the night.
No, 1500. I read 1500, but for some reason I said 15,000. But that is a shit ton of money to be out. $1,500 worth of cards. That's super shitty that he didn't mail those out. And how do you figure that you can keep everyone's hockey cards and not mail them out and then be able to do another break? Like, that doesn't make any sense. I don't know how that would make sense to anybody.
What does she mean by that?
It's probably is it literal? Allegorical or literal? Probably this.
Guessing it's a metaphor.
Probably is.
I need to figure out what this means. Mortimer's getting his guests together. I ought to join them so I don't look suspicious.
Darn it. Or I didn't go to Mortar's. I did not understand my mother's message. Darn it. That would have been good to understand it. Okay, so I'll probably do one more episode, because that one took like a really long, well, not episode, but like do number 6, because they really don't take that long. It's just head up puzzle, so that kind of took a little bit of time. What do we want to do? Linguistics is a good one. Ooh, politics is always a good one too. Let's finish that one. What do we do? Etiquette? Logic is probably a good one to start. Alright, that's good. Okay, sounds good. I will be here. Ooh, diversion and science. Perfect.
It's time I went back and joined everyone in the small salon.
Or can I go up here? Can I convince this guy that I can
You
go
are
up there?
expected in the small salon, sir.
Can I just go by? Excuse me, sir. Oh, fuck. I don't want to go there. In the small living room. Why do we have... There's like, what? 6 of us? Why do we all have to shove ourselves into the small salon? Well, now there's actually 5. Because technically, Elizabeth is gone. Where the frig do I go? Sorry, I'm tired. It has been a very, very, very long day at work today. Well, maybe I have to go down this way. Yes. Yes.
Emily, I must speak to you.
What's the matter, Louis?
I have news about your sister.
What have you found out?
Look, I've started piecing together the events leading up to my mother's disappearance and your sister's. Did my mother know about your secret?
Yes, even though I belong to the English chapter, her rank in the Order gives her access to a good deal of personal information.
Must have been Emma I saw in my vision.
I was given to understand that my mother and your sister bonded during their stay.
So sorry. Speaking with the messages, ask her to go beyond the nightmare.
They kept up a secret correspondence, which makes me think they were suspicious of someone.
And did you find out who it was?
No, but von Volner is mentioned. They were planning to make a quick getaway and were looking to hide something beforehand.
Have you got these messages?
Oh, do I show her? Oh, I don't know.
Yes.
Let's show
Go
her.
ahead, take a look.
I think she's our only
I
friend
see.
here.
I must say, thanks for your honesty, Louis.
Should I speak to her about my vision? If what I saw is true, she might want to take revenge.
Tell her. She might be understanding.
Emily, there's something else.
Go on then.
It's about your sister. I don't know what happened exactly, but it's possible that my mother had a go at her.
I know, Louis. I found out that same evening. Well, thanks for not trying to hide it.
Oh, shit.
What? Why didn't you tell me?
I didn't know if I could trust you. Now I know I can. It seems that your mother tricked Emma. She apparently asked her to hide an important book, so that even she wouldn't know where it was. And then she shot her like a dog to make sure no one would ever find it again.
Who spoke to her about it? Does she know why?
How did you find out?
Sir Gregory told me on my arrival.
I'm sincerely sorry, Emily.
Hey, Kier, how are
Thank
you?
Louis. But you do realize your mother will have to accept the consequences of her acts.
There must be an explanation, Emily.
That's what we shall see. Come, Louis. They're waiting for us.
These people are arguing hardcore. I'm doing pretty good. I'm a little tired. I'm
You will pay dearly, Peru.
I'm gonna finish this. I just started it, but I'm gonna guess that there's probably about 40 minutes. Because there's like 3 parts of each episode, and I've only done 1 part of episode 2, so I'm gonna do another part. But I'm just a little tired, so it's gonna be like 40 more minutes of the stream. I'm gonna guess.
I'm sure you were involved somewhere along the line.
That's right. Pretend you don't know. One piece of advice. Don't travel through France on your way back, or it'll cost you dearly.
Calm now, my friends. Let's calm down. Everyone seems to be a little unnecessarily heated. Don't forget where you are, please.
What's going on here exactly?
Sir Gregory called us together to introduce the last guest.
But hardly had we arrived when he set upon Monsieur Peru.
Okay, you do that. Yeah, I'm just a tad tired. I've been working all day. Oh, sorry. And I wasn't tired before I started streaming, but I think now it's catching up a little bit. But hardly had we arrived when we set upon Monsieur Peru. But hardly had we arrived when he set up upon... So, this is so awkward. These people are just standing around waiting for me to say something. And they're just like nodding their heads and just waiting. Like everyone's arguing and now they're just like completely silent. I actually don't remember what he said at the end there. So this is like total blindness. No, I was just saying that I was getting tired, that's all. Let's say why.
And what has Mr. Peru done to once again provoke someone's anger?
We don't really know just yet.
I get the feeling it won't be long before it gets out.
How could you dare do such a thing? Dios mío, you are all out of your minds.
Really, Duke Manuel? What made you kick up such a fuss?
What? Have you not heard? Well, let me inform you that yesterday morning at 10:22 a.m. precisely, in the middle of the Place de la Révolution in Paris, by decree of the National Convention which Monsieur Peru works for, King Louis, what?
I know you're just teasing. I took a lot of pics today. Huh? Why would I take a lot of pictures today?
Guillotine. What?
Oh, no.
The King of France is dead, gentlemen. Our monarchies are in danger. I have said it before. How dare they?
Oh, dear.
Oh, as if
Nope, that is not my job.
Friends, let us calm down.
Don't pretend to be surprised. He got a fair trial.
Ridiculous. Bastard. He was sentenced to death by 361 votes to 360. You beheaded a king for 1 vote. Is that your democracy?
What an obnoxious act. Until this, anything was possible. This political coup will have grave consequences.
France is lost.
Gentlemen, please. Let us take a step back a moment.
In the name of holiness. He was the highest representative of God in France, Emily.
I think of the consequences of the order. Calm things down, psychology.
If I remember rightly, what Mother told me one night, King Louis was secretly also part of the order. I wonder what impact his death will have on us.
Sad news, sir.
I don't work for Amazon, no. Hi. How was it down there, huh? You enjoyed being down on the Ottoman?
With whom do I have the pleasure of speaking?
Louis Maras de Richer.
Are you related to Sarah de Richer?
Sarah is his mother, Duke. Gentlemen, this news affects us all, but I must ask you to remain calm. It's not the first time history has taken us by surprise. Let's ensure that our respective countries are allowed to respond appropriately to this news.
Oh, rest assured. The response will not fall short, my friend.
Good for you. Well, Your Grace, here I was preparing to introduce you as is proper, and you've beaten me to it. I'm delighted that we are all together at last. Our meeting will therefore be able to kick off shortly. I have just a few more little preparations to take care of before you all find out the reason for your presence here. In the meantime, I shall leave you to get to know one another. When you hear the bell, please proceed to the conclave room on my left, behind that door. I'll see you later.
That was such an awkward entrance.
Could you spare a moment, please, sir?
I'm glad you asked. I want to talk to you too.
I am a waitress / bartender. And I'm not quite sure why you thought I worked for Amazon.
Of course.
Okay.
I heard about your mother's disappearance.
He looks concerned. I don't know why, but I doubt it's from sympathy alone. Well, let's see what he wants from me.
Any news of her? Have you found her, maybe?
What is he waiting for? Does he have feelings for her? Tell him... Oh, maybe.
Hear you speak, it sounds like you and my mother were close.
Let's say I hold your mother in high esteem, yes. We were even planning to work together.
That's what he was getting at.
Did she tell you about our arrangement?
Prompt him to talk about it.
Absolutely, but I was hoping that you could tell me more about it.
Well, she was planning to sell me a very old book. I will make no secret of the fact that I am passionate about the subject. And when Sarah spoke to me about it, her account literally had me enthralled. I can think of nothing else since. You might have come across some old books in her belongings, perhaps?
Speak to him about the Mysterium. Yeah, let's say that.
I found one.
Quite old? With locks on every chapter?
Oh no. I'm sorry, sir. This one is the Mysterium Cosmographicum, a book she is particularly fond of.
Oh, no. That's not the one.
Damn it.
Poor man's disgusted. I shouldn't play with his nerves. I'll look again. You seem very upset. Is it so important to you, this book?
Well, it's the search of a lifetime. What can I say? Every time I move closer to it, it seems to slip away at the last minute. I was very surprised to learn that your mother had it in her possession. I thought it was with a certain von Borchardt in Paris. Do you know him?
Of course, why?
Indeed. One of your close friends?
No, not really, but we were close once. Precisely over the case that concerns us now, because he claimed to have the book I'm looking for.
Another dishonest person. What can you say? Can't trust anyone these days, huh?
No. No, you can't.
I hope I've been able to satisfy your curiosity, Mr. von Wollner, and that you succeed in finding what you're looking for.
Oh, and so do I.
And now, what if you told me who you really are working for, instead of keeping up this pretense?
I beg your pardon?
We both know what you're looking for, von Wollner. You're the one who von Borchardt was planning to sell it to.
For centuries, All those who have come into contact with the Al-Azif have bitterly regretted it, Monsieur de Richet. You are playing a dangerous game. Please know that I am working for someone who does not appreciate anyone poking around in his business.
Let me guess.
Oh, Mortimer.
Lord Mortimer.
Oh, you are way off the mark.
Darn it.
There's nothing more for us to say. Goodbye.
Shit, I fucked that up. Well, I kind of screwed that one up. Find out more clues about your mother's note. All right, can I have my finger back, Molly? That would be really great. Thank you. Ow, that really hurt. My wrist? I know, right? Well, it was a cutscene, so that's why.
A pound.
Okay. Restore 2 effort points. Oh, I can also make next skill use is free. That's another thing I can start using too.
Monsieur Bonaparte, may I speak with you a moment?
May we?
Ask him about the nightmare.
Does expression go beyond the nightmare mean anything to you at all?
Well, metaphorically, yes. It sums up the career of a soldier quite well. I doubt that is what you want to hear, though.
Indeed.
That's surely not what I'm looking for.
Well, monsieur, if you are looking for a phrase book, Lord Mortimer must surely have one, given the number of books he has. You ought to check in the library of the tower. You never know.
Ooh, Library of the Tower. Tell me more about the coming conference.
Would you have any more information about the conference Lord Mortimer spoke of?
Nothing at all. Mortimer is very committed to secrecy when it comes to his conferences. But given the presence of Monsieur Peru and ourselves, I think it must concern France to some extent. Otherwise, I doubt he would have invited 3 Frenchmen to his table, huh?
What do you think of Duke Godoy?
Well, I'd rather not express any opinion of him.
Why is that?
His reputation is enough for me.
His reputation precedes him.
There are some rumors about his loose morals.
Juste, monsieur. Add to that his devouring ambition, if you want my opinion. Playing at lover boy rather than gaining merit for his career. It's a disgrace for any soldier.
I understand your point of view.
Oh, give me... Fuck, did I already ask him this? Okay, Molly.
What do you think of Duke Godoy?
Well, I'd rather not express...
Shit.
Why is that?
His reputation...
Okay.
There are...
Whatever. Blah, blah, blah.
Well, I'll be leaving you now. Shall we meet up again later?
Wait, monsieur. Any news of your mother?
Unfortunately not, no.
I hope to speak with her about my deal before I leave. Let me know if you find her. À plus tard, monsieur.
Okay. So... Molly, is this very necessary?
There's a pattern with 5 circles on this chest.
Can I unlock it? Yes, I can.
I have no space left. I'll retrieve it later. I have no space left. I'll retrieve it later.
Damn, I thought there would be more of...
Hey, these look like pages taken from an ancient encyclopedia.
She's just chilling out. She likes this. She thinks this is so cool. Okay, so that's a door that I can go through. What about over here? No, so let's go through here and talk to everyone else.
What can I do for you, sir? I am at your service day and night, sir.
I wonder if you can help
As
me
I
out.
was unable to bring my personal effects with me, I was wondering if you could find me a few items.
Of course, sir. What would you require?
Ooh, is it golden elixir? Shit. Hold on a second.
You wouldn't have a little golden elixir I could use, would you?
Oh, unfortunately, sir, I have orders not to give any of that medicine to any of Lord Mortimer's guests. Some guests are here to follow a very strict treatment, mixing or combining certain
Okay. What about... Is it caramelite water? No, it has to be amber.
My good fellow, would you have any amber available?
I would, but unfortunately I...
Darn it. Okay, fine. Take my leave. Or, unless... Next skill use is free.
What can I do for you, sir? I am at your service day and night, sir.
Okay.
As I was unable...
Of course, sir. What would you require?
Is it amber?
My good fellow, would you have any
Ow.
amber available?
I would, but unfortunately I don't think I am authorized to give it out, sir. I believe it is a precious stone.
Well, no point in lying, you know. I know full well you haven't got any.
I would never think of lying, sir. I don't believe I am authorized to give it away. That is all.
Amber? Here? I'd be surprised.
Yet I assure you, sir,
No, you're pulling my leg. I don't believe you.
I wouldn't dare to joke with, sir.
So
Yeah,
he did
sure.
steal it.
You're just leading me on. I dare you to show it to me, if you really have some.
Well, then, sir, here is a piece.
Ah, right. Well, I'm impressed. Can you lend it to me for a minute?
Of course, sir. Here.
Wow, I can hardly believe it. Well, I have other questions.
Of course, sir. But, sir, I believe you haven't given me back the amber, sir.
What? What amber?
The piece I gave to sir.
No, I don't know what you're talking about. You really ought to look after your things. It can't be easy to come across amber in these parts.
Ah. Well, does sir desire anything else?
Return. Right? I wish there was a bring me a cheeseburger option. A cheeseburger. Okay, this kind of sucks because I'm kind of out of that stuff. Oh, here's Washington. Ask about the
Go
nightmare.
beyond the nightmare. Does this line remind you of anything in particular?
You caught me unaware here, Louis. Let me think about it a second. No, nothing comes to mind. Sorry, Louis, but I am unable to help you.
Mr. President, what do you think about your counterpart, Duke Manuel?
I'm very surprised he was able to accept Lord Mortimer's invitation, given the political situation in Spain.
Speak about the rumors.
Sadly, people are more preoccupied with his ties to the Queen than they are with his talents as a statesman.
And it is indeed regrettable, because he is nonetheless still an important leader. I am not a man who pays attention to gossip, you know.
Tell me more about the coming
Mr.
conference.
President, can you tell me a little more about the coming conference?
Of course, Louis. That's why we're here. Lord Mortimer or Sir Gregory regularly organize meetings like this to put forward major projects.
What do you mean by major projects?
I'd prefer to let Lord Mortimer explain that to you, Louis. Let's say he brings together influential people in order to consider possible actions to undertake to guarantee the future of nations.
Do you know the theme of the conference?
Not in the slightest. None of the guests know the theme before arriving. But you'll see, everything will turn out fine. Don't worry.
Okay, take
Well,
my leave.
Thank you for your time.
Don't mention it, my young friend.
His face is looking more...
Regarding your question on the nightmare, don't hesitate to question the others about it. Maybe one of them knows more than I do.
That's a good idea. Thank you once again. I'll
love
see you
how
in a little bit.
It tries to be so helpful. Okay, so we have to ask other people about it. Are they through this door? They must all be in here somewhere. It's kind of shitty that this doesn't replenish.
Discourse on the Method by Descartes. This book changed the way I looked at the world.
Like, it would be kind of cool if when you go through here, you get more stuff again.
Ah, Louis. Just the man. Good Lord. How did the king come to be executed? I would think that the order would have intervened.
Oh. Nope, wrong one. The king made things worse all by himself.
Your Eminence, I'm sorry for King Louis.
Oh shit. Use a golden elixir to
But
cure yourself.
he did everything to put himself there.
Louis, how can you say such a thing?
Oops.
Even if France rejects the church, you don't go and behead a person of high status. They always serve our cause better alive than dead.
Awkward.
Politically, it's absurd.
I invite you to speak about it with my mother as soon as she reappears.
Is there any news of her?
Well, I hope it won't be long before I find her, Your Eminence.
Louis, I'm counting on you. If you don't find Sarah before my departure, I must ask you to give me back the letter I gave you.
Oh, don't worry about that, Your Eminence.
Now you wanted to speak to me.
Ask him about the nightmare.
If I say the nightmare to you, does it make you think of anything?
Your question is strange, my son. Difficult to say. Could you at least tell me a little more about the context?
A place or an object?
I mean, if it were a place or an object found on this island, what would you think of first?
The nightmare. No, I don't see anything. I'm sorry.
Well, that's too bad.
Ah, wait. I suppose it might be that horrible painting hanging in Lord Mortimer's study.
Pretend not to be that interested. Right. Well, don't worry about it. I was just curious.
You know the theme of the conference. Well, everyone sheds, so it's not my hair falling. I mean, it is, I guess, falling out, but that's just a weird way to put it. And I guess the butterfly's just doing its own thing. Do what butterflies do.
I'm sure a man like you is in the circle of trust. Would you know what the conference that Lord Mortimer mentioned is going to be about?
Not really, my son. Well, be it Lord Mortimer or Sir Gregory, we are never informed about the theme of the conference before it begins.
This isn't inside a house. I'll show you after.
I was wondering what to
It's
think
all
of that
open there.
Emmanuel Godoy.
He is reputed to be a very ambitious character, at every level. But his faith is unwavering. He is a staunch defender of the church. You can believe me.
I know of his
True,
reputation.
there's much said about him.
For better and for worse. But that is a prerogative of power, it would seem.
His close ties with the Queen unfortunately sully her government.
Fortunately, we are not men to take heed of such gossip, are we?
Of course not, Your Eminence.
What a disgrace, nonetheless, for the king.
I can only imagine.
If I were to officiate at the court of Spain, believe me, I would speak out. She is of Bourbon lineage. By God's grace, she has a duty toward her blood.
What can we expect, Your Eminence? Everything gets lost over the years.
Did I already ask him
I'm sure a man like you is in the circle of trust.
Not really, my... Well, be it Lord Mortimer or Sir Greg.
Thank you for everything, Your Eminence. Thank you for everything, Your Eminence. I shan't take up any more of your time.
You are welcome, my son. I will be seeing you, Louis.
Okay. I would say no. It's funny, my sister, her animal is butterflies. Go to Mortimer's study. Okay, let's do that. Where is that? I have to go upstairs, I think, right? I don't know if I should talk to everyone else. I wouldn't say like her spirit animal, but it's, I don't know, just my family has like an animal that other people associate the other person with. Like, I'm ladybugs, my sister is butterflies, and my brother is a dragonfly.
What do you want, Louis?
Tell me more about the coming
Emily,
conference.
what can you tell me about the coming conference?
She always sounds so
Sir
pissed
Gregory
off
and
all
Lord
the time.
Mortimer organise this kind of high society meeting every so often in order to consider the world situation.
But to what purpose?
Well, by bringing together the most influential people from the dominant nations of the modern world, they allow the mighty to discuss matters with calm clarity. There are precedents of armistices being signed at the end of these talks, you know. Talking while holding a glass of brandy makes things easier. You'll see.
What do you think of our last guest?
Well, I never thought I would get the chance to meet that Hispanic Casanova in the flesh. His reputation is well known. The gentleman collects lovers, including, would you believe it, the Queen of Spain.
Okay, I'm not using any of my stuff anymore.
I doubt that Lord Mortimer invited him for his charm, if you want my opinion.
You're leaving me?
Unfortunately, I have things to do. Thank you again, madam.
Well, I've gotten all what I need from you. Okay, I think this is to sit down. Oh no. Half-shaped circle key. Interesting. Yes, I meant in real life. I don't have a sister in this game anyways. Or a brother. I'm an only child in the game. I believe it's their pee that is poisonous. Ladybug's pee. I think I might possibly be going the wrong way. I think so. I think this whole thing goes in a circle. I'm pretty sure. I think. Ah, there it is. I knew I'd get there eventually.
So, what did my mother mean by going beyond the nightmare?
Nice. Okay, so let's start. What is that? Collector coin. Nice, golden elixir. Oh, what is this?
Which four-letter word could open this chest?
Okay. Four-letter word that would open that chest. That's something to think about. What is this, hole all the way to go all the way down? That's kind of scary. Key with a water
Dante's
symbol on
Purgatory.
it.
Why does your mind presume to flight when you're still like the imperfect grub, the worm before it's attained its final form? Charming.
Alkaloid toxin is excreted through the joints of the exoskeleton ensured by mechanical stimulation. Huh. Interesting.
Book of the Mortimer family.
Well, I used to, fun fact, as a kid, I used to eat ladybugs, so, and think I'm okay. There was a bay window in...
It's a book on the history of the Crusades. I don't think it has any connection with my research.
A bay window where they would all hang out, and as a toddler, I would go over to the bay window and... What are those? Take the red berries. Huh.
Might come in handy.
So I would eat the ladybugs there. That was like my favorite snack, I guess, as a kid. My dad would come in and be like, "What are you doing?" I look over and I'd be like, "Nothing." And I have like little ladybug, what are they called? Ladybug wings all over my face.
Let's take a closer look.
Right?
Dark chocolate beans. Very bitter.
They're greatly prized in high society.
I'm just like totally immune to it. What is this? Counts for the year. Dear Mr. Godot Paletti, I'm writing with the regard to the dates of the paintings I sent you for your temporary exhibition. Oh my god. I cannot say that word right now. I'm too tired to read that. Please note that they are part of my private collection or dated according to the Freemasons calendar in use at the time. Exhibition. Oh my goodness gracious. Why can I not say that? Sorry. As you may well have guessed, you must remember to subtract 4,000 years if you don't want the public to be surprised at the dating of the works. You must remember to subtract 4,000 years if you don't want... No need to remind you that the Freemason year AL begins in March, not January. From the Longinus painting, I took the liberty to have the spear touched up so it better corresponds to the actual spear. I cannot urge you strongly enough to do the same for yours sincerely. That's interesting.
Now, what have we got here?
Well, it looks like a model of a lock. It's as if Mortimer is fond of complicating things sometimes. Well, I hope I never have to try and unlock it.
What is this? This bird keeps...
Mina bird.
Feed the bird. Wait, what? Speak to the bird.
Well, Waldo, is your master good? Sarah Deriche? Waldo, you know Sarah?
Waldo, pretty boy. Okay, I feel like chocolate is not good to give to a bird.
Well, Waldo, is your master good?
Oh, maybe he actually likes chocolate.
I don't really know what I was expecting.
Oh, I just fucking killed him.
What have I done? It looks like I've killed him. Oh, shit. I better not hang around.
Oops. That was really bad. Uh-oh.
A painting about a siege dated.
A lady buddy. Oh my god, a ladybug demic.
A painting about a siege dated.
Fuck, I just killed that bird. That's horrible. That could have been useful.
It's a book.
But he didn't speak or do anything. Fuck, I can't believe I did that.
It looks like a war painting. And it's dated. The
I
Nightmare
have...
painted by Fuseli in 1781. Ah, this must be what my mother was talking about. I just need to find out what she meant by go beyond. Hey, looks like it's mounted on rails on each side. It should lift up, I think. There must be a mechanism somewhere.
I have watched Monty Python, but it's been like a long ass time. I feel like I probably have. I'm trying to remember what that part is. It kind of reminds me of Dumb and Dumber when he goes and tries to give... Oh, what's that on the floor? When he tries to... I figured it out! Tries to get that the blind boy, the bird, with its head its head chopped off? I think so. Or it's just a dead bird.
I found it. Oh, what on earth is this? A ring lock now? Great. That's all I needed.
Oh, damn puzzles. Cannot do this when I'm tired. My brain hurts. My brain hurts. Ugh. Find the code of the hidden door. Hold on. Right with regard to the dates of the paintings. Oh, the spear with the... So do those guys have spears? Those guys have spears.
Hey, there are two dates on this painting. 1154 AD and 5154 AL.
Ugh, that's gonna use up my... Okay, 1540. Okay, and 5154. Oops. Okay, move away. Hold on a second. It says AL, doesn't it? What did it say here? Yeah, AL. Okay, hold on. What does this say?
A painting depicting the Third Crusade. It's titled Winter Before the Fall of Saint-Jean d'Acre.
Right? I feel like it's almost over, though. I'm tired. Okay, the AL one is the most... The one that's the most important. Hold on.
1154 AD and
Okay,
5154
5154 AL. And then, what, you subtract 400? I think? Because that's what he said, that to get the proper date, you need to... Subtract 4,000 years if you don't want the public to okay, so that would be 1,000. Whoops, wrong one. 1,100 and whoops. 2, 3, 4, 5. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Lower the lever.
Well,
fuck.
I got it wrong. It doesn't matter.
What? 1,100. Okay, well maybe it's just 5.
Well, I got it wrong. It doesn't matter.
What? Really?
Now, what have we got here?
Is there any other paintings? That's a sword. What is... Oh, that's a spear. Whoops, my bad.
Coup de Lance by Paul Rubens. Coup de Lance by Paul Rubens. This painting isn't finished. And it looks like Mortimer probably did it. Not bad, but you can't exactly say it's been done in the style of the period.
Please note that the part of the private collection are dated according to the Freemason's calendar. 4,000. Longness painting. The Longness painting. Is this the Longness painting?
Hey, there are 2 dates on this painting. 1154 AD and 5154 AL.
That would have been really helpful if that bird was alive. I bet you he had the code. Then I just friggin' killed the bird. That's great.
Which 4-letter word could open this chest?
Change the first letter. Oh. First letter. The second letter. No. Oh. Is that an E? E. A. S. No. L? Whoops. What would be a 4?
Which 4-letter word could open this chest?
I'm sure there's a way around it. Like, if I can easily kill that bird, there's something that I'm missing. That's all. AR. Okay, so. That's not a word. Oh, there's an N. What's the first one? Oh, that's so weird. What weird. The third letter. I maybe? Okay. Huh. I'm not quite sure what that is. has to be something. I don't have enough juice for that. I'll lower the levers. I'm surprised that that didn't work.
Well, I got it wrong. It doesn't matter.
What did you make me do? What was that? Oh my god, seriously? What the hell? No. I have the solution. Oh my god. I'm almost done it anyways. It's coming up. Okay, so the bird is still dead. You knew that I was going to close the program. No, I didn't know that.
William Alexander Mortimer I, the 12th month of Anno Lucis.
Oh.
5,190. It's a funny date.
415. What is that? Hold on a second. So it would be
William Alexander Mortimer I, the 12th month of
190, I bet, or 5190.
It's a funny date.
Okay. So I'm gonna try 4. Sorry, 1. Okay. 1 1 9 0.
Doesn't work, damn it.
No.
I really thought I was close. 1,190. Isn't the right date when you subtract 4,000? I must have missed a subtlety.
Oh, so I'm kind of on the right track. So maybe I'd have to... Huh.
Damn it. Doesn't work. 5,190. I was pretty sure it was right. Maybe I didn't use the right dating system.
No, I didn't know that, but that's okay.
Doesn't work, damn it. I really thought I was close. 1,190. Isn't the right date when you subtract 4,000? I must have missed a subtlety.
Must have missed a subtlety.
William Alexander Mortimer I, the 12th month of Anno Lucis. 5,190. That's a funny date.
What? What did you say? That's a funny date.
William Alexander Mortimer I, the 12th month of Anno Lucis. 5,190.
It said
That's a funny date.
You said porn, that's why it timed you out. Okay, what does this one say?
Coup de Lance by Paul Rubens.
Oh, that's why, yeah. Why would I have that in the background anyways? What? I'm so confused. Oh, I thought that was a... Huh. The right analogy. Yeah, you subtract. Oh! No need to remind you that the Freemason year begins in March, not January. So it's one of these numbers on the back. So it's either 1. Oh. Woo!
Open sesame.
Nice, we did it. Woot, woot, woot. Dominant Matrix.
Let's see what you've been hiding, Lord Mortimer.
Oh my god. Dear Mortimer, I am writing to ask you to persuade President Washington not to sign the Fugitive Slave Act as it stands. We must absolutely legislate on a national level and not allow every state to choose their policy regarding slaves. It was initially intended to resolve a conflict between Pennsylvania and Virginia. By signing it, we risk legislating the hunting of blacks. More and more men of little faith are becoming slave hunters, and unable to find any slaves on the run, they kidnap the first black they come across, which they pass off as the wanted runaway. The situation threatens to quickly degenerate. Thank you in advance, your friend, John Adams. P.S. Say hello to my daughter, Elizabeth, for me. Oh, that's her dad. Well, I definitely don't feel, I wouldn't, anyways, talk about my secret life like that. Anyways, that's just like super weird and uncomfortable for me and myself and everyone. My lord, I hope this letter will reach you. My hours are numbered. My printing house has been confiscated, and I am imprisoned in the fortress of Schlisselburg. If by chance you could intervene in my favor, I would be eternally in your debt. The Cassara Catherine should not be long in banning all golden orders lodges from her territory. Our horizon has become considerably darker. In the hope that you can help me, your friend Nikolai Nivoki. Right? Now I know what that does. Which could be helpful. It's a map of Africa.
The forces present in Africa. This is unexpected activity in this sector. It looks like there are also many unknowns, even for Mortimer. Moreover, it shows a fair number of sea voyages being organized towards the American continent. No doubt with slaves. How many men are broken in this trade? Tens of thousands each year, according to what people say.
I don't really want to get into the subject anyways, but I feel like that's more of like a guy thing. I mean, there are girls that watch it, but it's totally
of the human psyche,
mostly a guy thing.
He says, it is possible to drill an idea into someone by constant daily repetition until the mind gives in.
The gift has been delivered. Tumor Shah Durrani, king of Afghanistan, of Punjab, of Sindh, of Mashhad, and of Kashmir should not retain this title much longer. That is a long-ass title, my friend. This son, Zamar, that's better, will succeed him as planned. We will then be able to resume negotiations. K. Who is K? Well, first of all, I know I have display capture on, so I can easily expose my desktop super easily. For example, if I go Google something, it'll show it if I don't have if I'm on this screen anyways. So
some of those forces are pushing toward the west. On it, Mortimer's placed little feather symbols at different points toward which the Spanish are headed. Could he be fueling Indian resistance to slow down Spain?
I don't think I have to do both points, do I? My dear friend, with the thanks of your services rendered and help in the fight against the Spanish and the conquest of Iran, a ship bound for Marseilles in France has been charted. Hidden aboard are a few corpses infected with the plague that is decimating our country at this moment in time. Be careful when handling these boxes because it inadvertently opened. You risk spreading the disease all over France. Mohammed El-Kibar. Oh, that's the guy that... This guy said that. The gift has been delivered. So this is my dear friend. Okay. My dear friend, as desired, I have been able to gather together my friends to sign the agreement you proposed. This agreement shall be known as the Buttonwood Agreement. If you recall the place where we gathered when you met for the first time, you will understand why this name was given. Please find enclosed a list of my colleagues: Leonard Blecker, Hugh Smith, Armstrong, Samuel, Andrew, John Henry. Isn't that the Elizabeth's dad? Thanks to your help, we shall soon be able to meet at my place, the Tonti Coffee House. I look forward to seeing you as soon as possible, Hugh Smith. Interesting. So let's go around this side of the room now. My dearest Lord Mortimer, I regret to inform you that it will soon be impossible to ignore the pressure from the Russians. The Saziar Catherine has every intention of supporting the Count of Provence and will recognize him as the regent of the Kingdom of France. Once King Louis has disappeared from the political stage, I'm sorry to announce bad news, but dark times ahead. Your friend Alfred Bauer. Oh. So, Lord Mortimer already knew that the king was going to be offed. What? I don't understand what you said.
A fine-looking map of the Orient, indeed.
There's not really a second of all. Sometimes I just say that. Sir, your plans to intervene in Belgium are to go ahead as set down. I am to occupy the Prussian army. Your delivery of cannons to Valmy has ensured our victory. As agreed, I have notified the King of Prussia of the invasion plans of Custine and the Army of the North. I will keep the Austrians out of Belgium. I am to quickly return to Paris as I sense the fate of our King Louis is about to be decided dishonorably, and it is impossible for me to intervene. Should you have any missives to give to me, I invite you to go by, as per usual, our friend Monsieur Peru. Oh, so he knew. Sincerely yours, Charles Francis de Maures, General of the Army of the Army. General of the North Army or whatever. Okay, so that just picked up. Oh, that's why I didn't pick it up. What's this?
Locked.
It's locked. It's locked. Oh, just second of all, why would I have that just chilling while I'm streaming anyways? If I don't even watch that. But I'm just saying, if I did, why would I have that just chilling on my computer? That's just very strange. And why on my computer? And that's just, I don't know. Well, I am also reading right now as well. So I am reading chat quite often. My dearest Lord Mortimer, as a friend of China, rest assured that you will be rewarded for information. You need not worry about the scheming against us from Great Britain. Your representative, Mr. McCartney, will leave with no hope of arrangements involving us. Your friend, Kulong, Emperor of Qing Dynasty. Accident? Huh? William, whatever your projects, it would seem that your father is against leaving you with a grip on Europe. Russia will soon commit itself to the correlation against your dear France. Don't think you can resist for long. This would be really nice if he would read everything, but no. I beseech you, William, not to persist. You were tearing our family apart. Your loving brother, G. Oh, this is his brother. P.S. I shall come to your conference. Oh, he's going to be there. But do you think that holding it in the present moment is your conductive? I'm not quite sure.
It looks like a campaign is being prepared in France in favor of Italy. Could Mortimer have decided to finance a war?
Not hear about the congressman that got caught with a tab open to an escort service during a Zoom call with other members of his community. No, I have not. I've not heard of that. I mean, that sounds like a him problem, not a me problem. To be honest, like, hey, Dark Bunny, how are you? You have came into a very weird conversation. Because I'm telling you, why would you even? I'm telling you, it's a total dude thing. And I'm sorry to all the men out there, but it's just, why would you have? Again, I don't really want to talk about this too much because, again, it goes just down a really weird, awkward road, but why would you have, like, why would you have that open anyways? And I don't know. It's kind of weird. Like, why would you have... Yeah, we'll just not talk about it.
Looks like a campaign is being prepared in France in favor of Italy.
How are you tonight,
Mortimer
Darbunny?
decided to finance a war?
My dear friend, thank you for your words. I do understand your situation. I regret having to confront you militarily, but if the situation obliges me to declare war, then do what you think fit. Under your advisement and with a weary heart, I am off to meet up with the collation that opposes you in the hope of serving you again. George, King of Hangover, King of United Kingdom of Great Britain and Ireland. Holy macaroni, that's a long-ass title. Okay, let's make our way around the room this way, I guess. My dearest friend, our plans are going ahead wonderfully well. I'm good, sure, I step out. Sex addict. Well, so what happened was, Kier, I didn't know that if you press tab F4, that it just closes the game right out. And then he's like, I have an idea, because I was stuck on a puzzle, and then I closed out the game, and he's like, oh man, I thought you knew about that, and I didn't know about that. And he said, how funny would it be if you had, like, when you exited it out, not funny, but like, what if you had like a porn site like just chilling up there, and then you would have just exposed it. I'm like, well, first of all, that wouldn't happen because that's just not my thing. And second of all, why would I have that just chilling up while I'm streaming? And then he was saying that there was a congressman that had exposed during, what was it, a web conference? It exposed in his tab that he had like escorts chilling in there. So not escort, but like a website for escorts. So that's why it was a very weird time to pop in. And then I just felt like it was just a weird road to go down, and so that's why I was like, hey, let's just talk about something else. But that is what happened. And that is what you've walked into. But I am glad that you are having a good night tonight, though. You've come into the game of me searching around Lord Mortimer's room to try and find some stuff. We finally met Lord Mortimer, and that is all. I'm just doing an excessive amount of reading right now. So I'll be doing lots. You'll hear my voice so much, which is a change because a lot of the time, the past couple of the council streams, it's just been cutscenes, and I haven't been really able to talk. So now you're blessed with my voice and my horrible word pronunciation. So I do apologize for that. Hey, Michelle, how's it going? No, it's okay once in a while, but it just sometimes it's I don't know, just some of it is a little bit depending on the topic. That's what I mean. Just because, like, I don't want to invite other people down that road when I know you're joking, but other people, they just want to go flying down that road. That makes me feel uncomfortable. So that's why I just like to stay away from that kind of, like, certain adult humor. Oh no, that's not good. I hope you're feeling better, Michelle. That sucks. That's what happened yesterday for me. Well, not that I wasn't feeling good, but I just ate too much chili. So then I had to cancel my stream yesterday. So it's not really the same. I just ate too much chili and I was tired, but... $8 hours today putting in drip system for my aunt. Why does that sound familiar? I feel like I know what that is, a drip system. Trust me, I've been around a lot of adult humor, being a bartender, a waitress, so I've heard it all. It's just, you know, streaming and talking about it is a little different. Oh, that's not good. What have you eaten? Oh, watering system. Okay. I thought my brain was just going to other places, but no, that makes sense. I was trying to think of a whole bunch of other things. I was like, oh my God. I thought maybe that was like, fire, or what are those things? Those sprinklers. The fire extinguisher sprinklers. It's like, wow, that's like so high tech. So kind of the same thing, but not, it is a sprinkler, just not for fires. Okay, I'm gonna read this this letter, and then I'll come back to chat. My dearest friend, our plans are going ahead wonderfully well. The Coinage Act has been voted. Your project of founding the very first Bank of America should not be delayed and will probably be called Union Bank. As for the construction of the White House, it is still die to begin. What? It is still die to begin in October. Huh, okay. I will accept no delays. You can trust me on this. I hope to see you soon. Thomas Jefferson, Secretary of State. The first time was olives and cheese and salami. The second time was jalapenos and nachos. And this time it was bake at home pizza I used to eat all the time. I don't know. Is your stomach burning? Does it feel like it's burning? There is such a long lag between me typing and you seeing the chat. Well, there's always a lag. You should probably refresh it. There's nothing I can do about the lag. I don't control when it comes out and then what you see. See, that's... Oh, yeah, it would be cheese. You're right. I didn't see the cheese, Jar Bunny, when the first time. All I saw was olives, even though I read cheese, but I just saw olives and salami. But that would make sense, the cheese. Oh, that's strange. That's a really weird... That's a weird symptom of, like, lactose intolerant. Oh, I feel like heartburn. Maybe then I get nauseous. It could be the jalapenos, maybe. It could possibly, because I find... I love spicy food, but sometimes if I come back to it and I don't eat it all the time, then it really affects me. Have you been eating lots of spicy food? Oh, did I look at this? I don't know if I can look at that.
A table of alchemical elements. So, Lord Mortimer also studies alchemy? It seems like he's interested in everything.
I think Lord Mortimer is immortal. Or it could be a mixture, cheese and spicy. I'm not quite sure. Oh, really? Red ears and face thing and nauseous with cheese. Wow. That really sucks. If I eat too much creamy stuff, for example, if I have like a spinach dip or something that has a shit ton of buttercream, I believe it's buttercream in there. If I eat a whole thing to myself, watch out. That's all I gotta say. But I don't get the red ears and the face thing and nauseous. Do those pills work for her, for Kiwi? There is pills that you can take. Sometimes it used to work for me.
Chest with the motif representing the alchemical symbol of fire.
But now I just I eat lactose-free sour cream, and cheese doesn't really bother me too much. It's just really creamy stuff. Dear Lord Mortimer, be assured of my entire devotion. As agreed, the Venti peasantry will soon rise. My network is striving to increase the pressure on the masses. The decision of the assembly, which consists of voting the civil constitution of the clergy, is inflaming the region. The people overwhelmingly reject the priests and swear loyalty to the state. If you could ensure that the convention will administer the final blow to the people, the issue will be resolved. Without wishing to direct you, a forced recruitment for a faraway conflict would be perfect way to arouse the people indefinitely. Your devoted servant, Francis Athensis Claret de la Contre. Wow, it still messes her up. Wow. Well, that sucks that she can't take a pill and at least enjoy some cheese.
An iron mask. I wonder who it's for. That must be for writing the homing pigeon messages.
Dear friend, who is the most admirable of the Olympians, none other than the king of the gods, of course. Unlike his father Cronus, he learned to make equal use of his strength and wisdom. Instead of fearing the power of his children brothers, he accepted to share the world with them. Men fear his thunder and praise his justice. He reigns, but doesn't dominate. I remember last time, though, Kier, there was a lagging problem and you refreshed and it was fine. Right, if you just... I wonder if you could get a test, though. Although I've had really shitty luck with tests. Because I fully believe I'm allergic to shrimp. I absolutely love shrimp so much. But the problem is, and I've seen this post and I cannot find it ever again because I've searched the web a million times. I've even been tested for shrimp. Although not for in my blood, because he's like the one thing is if with blood. And what I think is it's not the oils that affect me. I think it's the proteins from the shrimp. If I have one shrimp, it's fine, but it adds up and adds up. And I think if I go and get a blood test for the shrimp, then I fully believe it will say that I'm allergic. I was just too scared to get my blood taken because I absolutely hate getting my blood taken. So I was like, well, looks like I'm not allergic to shrimp, whatever. And then so I go home, not right away that same day, but I ended up eating shrimp one day. And then the next day I ate Caesar salad. My stomach burned so badly. It was horrible. I even, not too long ago, I had just one shrimp. And then a couple days later, I had another one. So this is where that post comes in. The post said that, yeah, it's okay. Like, it's weird how some days you'll be okay, but then the next you won't be, because there's proteins, and I forget what the name of it. There's proteins in the shrimp, and your body has a really hard time breaking it down. So the first time, yeah, you might be okay, but the second time, the reason why it's really bad is because now you've added to those proteins which is kind of weird that your body takes that long to break it down. But anyways, I wonder if it somehow goes like into your fat or something. I'm not quite sure. And anchovies also has that same protein as well. So that's why when I ate one shrimp a couple days before and then the following night I had massive amounts, I'm talking like massive amounts of Caesar salad, and I love Caesar dressing. So I was having like probably 4 or 5 tablespoons of Caesar dressing on my Caesar salad. And after that, I was like, oh man, like my stomach feels like it's burning. And I didn't have any shrimp, but then I looked it up, and then yeah, with the proteins and everything, like it was crazy. Yes, that's what it's called, antihistamines or whatever the heck you say it. Right? And so I think it's not that's why when he did the skin prick, it didn't do anything for me because it's on the skin, but to physically eat it, it's a different story. It's super high in that, I think. But I'm okay with other shellfish, which is very weird. Antihistamine. What? Antihistamine. Man, we should have one of my channel points should me trying to pronounce things. I have a really bad problem with not pronouncing things properly. I think most of the time I mix up words or the letters. So sometimes it can be fun trying to get me to pronounce words. I'm super glad that makes sense to you, Michelle, though. I thought it was kind of crazy. Right? I feel like we know our bodies way more than the doctors do. Like the doctor was like, no, you're not allergic to shrimp. He's like, what we could do is you could eat shrimp and then like just sit in my office. I'm thinking, well, it doesn't happen every single time. And I wish I got the blood test, but so now I just stay away from shrimp, even if it's just one, because I always have a flare-up. I call them flare-ups down the road, because if I have Caesar dressing and I've had like shrimp, yeah, and then it screws up my stomach even the next day after it's, well, the last time it did, which was like a week and a half ago. My stomach, I woke up with it burning and right? Excuse me, doctor. Can you please hang out when we're having surf and turf? It's so hard for me to avoid shrimp. Oh, it's so good. I'm happy that I can still eat oysters and mussels and that kind of stuff. However, I did have a similar reaction, which I never had before, to snails as well. So that's why I thought at first that I was allergic to shellfish. And I think it's oysters and mussels, I believe, is not in that category. Or maybe it is. I think it is, but I was always fine with that. So then I thought, well, maybe it's just shrimp and escargot, but I'm okay with lobster and crab. So I ate the mango for. That's really that's scary. I had a poinsettia as a kid. I haven't tested it yet, but as a kid, I carried a poinsettia from the coffee table to another coffee table, and I was a little toddler, so I'm beebling around and I'm holding it, and I have it neck level, and I have the poinsettia. It ended up rubbing off on me, and I got these huge, massive hives that were going like closer and closer to my throat. the doctor, I was in the ER, and my mom's freaking out. She's like, what the hell? Like, do something. Like, these hives are going closer and closer to her throat, and she's, like, swelling up and stuff. The doctor just hands her, was it Benadryl? And then it's like, here you go. After, like, hours of sitting in the ER, I was like, why couldn't you have done that sooner? Like, what the hell? So I haven't tested to see if I'm still allergic to poinsettia. 100% me. That's me. Also gluten as well. I'm pretty sure not horribly, but I don't, if I have too much of it, it's not good. And I crave it all the time. Anything with gluten in it, which is pretty much everything. It's horrible. I'm happy for the people that, which I'm not quite sure how they would find it out. How people, they have like a peanut allergy and yet they've never had peanuts. Like, I feel bad for those people. How does that happen? Or like they've never had peanut butter? Oh man, that would suck. Dear Lord Mortimer, as agreed, I have changed your old lock for one of my invention. Drawing inspiration from your doctor friend, Mr. Guillotine. Here in the model of your new lock, if you appreciate my prototype. Oh, that's that lock on the desk. Blah, blah, blah. It is difficult to imagine how it all fits together, but it will be located in the middle of the present door. The aim being to alter nothing to the door's functionality, but to add a bit of spice. Depending on the lineup, the wheels, the aforementioned lock will open or will push the snooper whose fate is not strong enough. Oh, punish the snooper. I called my invention the judgment of faith because a snooper is unable to resist opening it. They will be punished. What? I hope you'll appreciate the irony of the situation. Oh shit, did I just screw myself and I'm locked in here?
A skeleton by the name of Gustav. If the plaque on the plinth is anything to go by.
I can
Mortimer's given a name
just
to his anatomy skeleton.
spoon peanut butter out of the peanut butter jar
my hand is
and
missing.
lick it like a popsicle. I love
Think
peanut
they're
butter.
feathers. Pigeon, probably.
Examine the inscriptions.
Strange. I don't recognize the alphabet. I wonder where the pictograms are from. It isn't Egyptian or Hebrew. There are two inscriptions on the sides as well as on the top. No way to know what's underneath. Absolutely no idea what it's for, but I find this cue fascinating.
So have you gotten checked out, Michelle? Ooh, chocolate frosting. I see. I'm not really a chocolate person. I'm weird like that.
Something strange about this table.
I'm more of a vanilla person.
The Little Surgeon's Perfect Collection.
Okay. Oh, science. So that's his...
Preservation using formaldehyde. Just as disgusting as ever.
Okay, so... Oh, I didn't check this thing. Hold on. Let us see if you have the courage to face me
It's
alone.
my mother's writing. I've picked up her trail.
No, I haven't read everything else yet, though.
What is she up to? Obviously, she wants to lure Mortimer somewhere, but where? The only clue she's left for Mortimer is his stone sword. It must be intentional. It looks like a decorative sword, like from a statue, for example. And judging by the state of it, I'm guessing it's been left outside for a long time. I have absolutely got to find out where it came from.
Cool, okay. So I can now investigate these tables. I didn't look at the tables. Is there anything interesting over here?
Am I seeing things, or is that an actual von Leeuwenhoek microscope? Incredible. Mortimer really is at the cutting edge of science. Even at the Order, it took us ages to get one of those.
It's definitely worth getting checked out. I mean, if you're eating, you can't pinpoint it. That's horrible. I love vanilla bean ice cream. Oh my god.
3 rusty old nails. They're about 20 centimeters long.
Some goat skulls, chicken legs. Now we all know what that's for. I'm a little surprised at Mortimer. And it seems the type to be organizing little pagan parties, invoking occult powers, and dancing naked under the full moon. I'm more used to seeing cheap charms like this sold by charlatans in Pré Saint-Gervais.
So I work with this one lady, and she's like my work mom. I absolutely love her, but see, she likes chocolate ice cream, and whenever she gets me cake, well, anything chocolate, and so she'll get me these cakes, for example, for like my birthday or whatever. I'm like, oh, I like really, really, really appreciate it, but it's like a double chocolate ice cream, or I keep saying ice cream, a double chocolate cake, and I'm like, oh boy, buddy, like, it's like my birthday that just passed. It was super rich too, and it was good, but I couldn't eat that much, and I felt so bad. So I was like, dude, is it my birthday or your birthday? Because I don't really like chocolate. I'm not a chocolate person. I can eat chocolate. Sometimes I'll crave chocolate, certain chocolates, but vanilla all the way. Got it right, those rusty nails. Klondike bar. I like Score chocolate bars. They're good.
Look, a pack of tarot cards. Has he been reading the cards? Mortimer? That would surprise me.
Read the draw.
It is a typical draw on a line that answers a specific question. To the left, Temperance. That announces a reward for one who patiently waits before taking any action. And in the middle, a Chariot, which symbolizes triumph and business success. To the right, the Emperor evokes a future full of power and stability.
Interesting. Dear Lortimer, the tiger is dying. On your demand, I have attacked Trinvacor and personally cut the throats of as many Englishmen as possible. Though without help from the French, I cannot hold them off much longer. My forces are rapidly diminishing in spite of your new rockets. Help us. Tipu Sibid Sultan of Mysore. Cool. Right? Real chocolate, that's good. None of like the... I can't stand milk chocolate. Just plain milk chocolate. To me, that's gross. That's just me, though. Is there anything... I think I've done everything in here. I made sure to go around strategically so that I would not miss anything. Yeah. I think I'm good. I check this table. Sorry. I don't know if I've had pistachio ice cream. I love pistachios, though. I feel like it'd be a little bit spicy, wouldn't it?
I gotta get out of here now.
Oh, fuck. What was it? One. Shit. No, that's not what I want.
This looks like the same mechanism as the one on the other side.
Okay, hold on. Oh, maybe it's gonna be backwards. So 1, 1, 9, 1, right? Yeah.
This looks like the same mechanism as the one on the other side.
Haagen-Dazs has the best.
Whoa. The grid closes a bit more every time I enter a wrong date.
I'd better not mess up again.
Oh,
But I'm
fuck.
sure there's a connection with the date that I've entered earlier to open the door. Maybe I'm not approaching the problem from the right angle.
Oh no. Shit. What was the code? Oh no, I can't remember the code. I bet you it's the one backwards, but I can't remember. I might have to look it up. Hold on a second, because I don't remember what the code is. I should have had this all written down. I thought it was 1190 though. 11901. Oh no, you don't want it facing me. Okay, hold on. You would want it so 1191 is the right code. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. Oh, okay, hold on a second. 1. It has to be a 9, I bet. 3, 4, and 9. 1. Shit, this could go many ways. It's either I have to read it. Hold on. So it is 1191. Oh my god, this is gonna take. Oh my goodness. Okay, so what would be the one on the other side that would be facing right now? 2, 3, 4, 5. 5? Maybe? Oh, this is so hard. How many sides? So there's 9 sides. Half of that. And we're already at 1. So then. And there's a 0. So there's technically 10 sides. So to have the other side. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right? 6 would be the other side. And 1 would be showing. Does that make sense? Right? I know it's backwards, but that is 9. So then that means it's 1, 1. So hold on, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, whoops! I keep 8, 9. Okay, so the other side would be 0. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it would. Oh, hold on. Oh fuck! I keep missing it. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. Okay. So okay, hold on. 9, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? Yeah, because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And okay. I think this is it.
This looks like the
1191.
same mechanism as the one on the other side.
Yeah. 6066? No, so the code on the other side that I typed in was 1191. So hold on, I'll show you. So if I want to show what is actually on the other side, I have to make sure that I'm getting the hexagon is on the other side. Okay, hold on. If it's a 5-sided hexagon or 10 set, so then it's a 10, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But it would be at 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So yeah. If I want 1 to be showing on the other side, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 6, 6. What did I say? 9. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think that's it. It looks like it's saying 9499, but so yeah, on the other side. Okay, I think this is it.
This looks like the same mechanism as the one on the other side.
Lower the level. Ah, yes! That was a brain heart, not fart, but that was a brain hurt right there. Yes, sorry, Michelle, I did not see that.
Well, I better not dwell on it then.
Yeah, so I had to make it so that the proper code was shown on the outside, but then it was, for me, it wasn't the proper code. If that made any sense. There's a local brand here called Bluebell. Their MFG plants were all shut down 2 years ago for almost a year because they found listeria in the ice cream. Oh, God. Now they are producing again. I see their tubs in the store all the time. I can't believe anyone still buys it. I've seen YouTube videos of, is it Breyer's ice cream, where it doesn't melt? That's kind of scary. Do any of you guys, while you're here, I couldn't figure this out.
Which 4-letter word could open this chest?
What 4-letter word can open this chest? But you have to, like, this is the options for the first letter, A, C, Z, E. The options for the second letter, R, B, E, A. The third letter, S, U, E, I. The fourth letter, N, E, L, S. Huh. I wonder if I could write all of this down, and then it would make more sense to me. Okay, A, C, E, Z. Okay. R, B, E, A. S, U, I, E. And N, E, L, S. So what 4-letter word could you make with those letters? First letter, A, C, E, Z. Second one, why do I have R? Oh, R, B, E, A. Sorry, E. Yeah, E, A. I think it does have to be a real word. No, I don't know. My brain is, it's kind of a complicated puzzle if you think about it. Like, I'm not quite sure. I feel like the first letter has to either be an A, a C, or an E. Like, Z doesn't make any sense. Unless you go like Zeus. Oh my god. I just figured it out. Wow. That was crazy. That's why it's always better to come back to a puzzle. Oops, I poisoned Waldo the bird. Nice. Well, I am going to end it here. I think I can just get out of this part. Yeah, I'm gonna end it here just because each episode is like a couple hours long, and it depends, not couple hours, but like at least a good hour. And then if you, oh, can I just get out of this, or do I have to? I might have to pick. That's a lot of points though. I think I can just go out. Hey, I can just press tab F4. Look at that. But yeah, I am going to probably stream tomorrow and play some more The Council and finish off episode 2. It sucks that I can only get a couple points, like a couple of those. Why am I on YouTube? I want to be on Twitch. But I do want to stream tomorrow. I will probably tweet out before I stream and when I stream. So. I spelled that wrong. Yeah. All right. So we are going to raid Merlin. He hasn't been feeling well. I'm pretty sure it was today that I read that he wasn't feeling well, so he wasn't planning on streaming, and he is streaming. So we will see. Don't quote me on that, but I thought I saw that he wasn't feeling good either. So he is streaming, and we can show him some support. He's playing Gato Roboto, whatever that is. Sounds like fun though. Have a nice night, Dare Bunny, and thanks everyone for stopping by. I had a lot of fun. I'll be playing tomorrow The Council as well, and I'll tweet out before I do. Or yeah, I'll try to do it a few minutes before I do, like not, or give it a rough estimate of a time before I tweet out a couple minutes before I'm going live. So we shall see. Thanks for hanging though, and I will hopefully see you guys tomorrow. Have a nice night, guys, and thanks for hanging out with me. And I will see you guys over in Merlin's chat. I'll hang out for a little tad. Have a nice night, guys. Thanks.